0. That's how many German V-1 rockets were stopped by soap bubbles during World War II. But that didn't stop one British inventor from proposing we fill the entire English Channel with explosive foam to detonate Hitler's flying bombs mid-flight. The Admiralty quickly realized the plan wouldn't stop the rockets. It would refuel them. Welcome to the bunker. I'm Professor Von Blunder, and today we're diving into the Great Soap Bubble Scheme. The time Britain almost turned the Channel into a bubble bath of death, only to discover it would give Hitler's missiles a mid-air pit stop. Timmy, grab the dish soap. This is going to get slippery. Let's set the stage. It's 1944. Hitler has just unleashed his new terror weapon, the V-1 flying bomb, a jet-powered missile screaming across the Channel at 400 miles per hour, raining down on London like the world's worst delivery service. People are panicked. The military is scrambling, and one brilliant British inventor decides he has the solution: soap bubbles. Not just any soap bubbles. Explosive soap bubbles. His plan was simple: fill the English Channel with a thick layer of volatile, explosive foam. When a V-1 rocket flies through the bubbles, they detonate, destroying the missile mid-flight. Think of it like those party poppers you snap at birthday parties, except they're supposed to stop a missile traveling at 400 miles per hour. In tactical terms, that means he wanted to build the world's deadliest bath. The inventor was so confident, he pitched the idea to the Admiralty. And that's where things got awkward. The proposal landed on the desk of a man named WWII, a naval scientist. WWII had a problem. The scheme was completely insane. Too ridiculous to forward to any real department. But a great man, some high-ranking official, was interested in the idea and asked WWII to review it seriously. Now, if you were in charge of the Royal Navy and someone handed you this plan, what would you do? WWII couldn't just trash it. He couldn't forward it. He was stuck. So he did what any good engineer would do. He got creative. WWII spent days thinking. Then he had a stroke of genius. He wrote the inventor a letter. A beautiful, polite, absolutely devastating letter. He thanked the man warmly for his patriotic spirit and public service. Then came the twist. He pointed out that V-1 rockets are propelled by a series of explosions inside their jet engines. Explosions far more violent than anything a soap bubble could produce. So introducing explosive bubbles into the flight path wouldn't destroy the missile. It would refuel it. In engineering terms, that means WWII told him his anti-missile system was actually a mid-air gas station. But WWII didn't stop there. He suggested the inventor should strengthen the mixture. If the bubbles were powerful enough, they might accelerate the V-1s so much they'd overshoot London entirely and land harmlessly in the countryside. He ended the letter by recommending the inventor resubmit the idea to the Air Ministry, not the Admiralty. In military procurement terms, that means the Admiralty gently roasted the inventor and sent him packing. A few days later, the inventor called. "That letter you wrote," he said cautiously, "I believe you're pulling my leg." WWII played it cool. "Why would you think that?" "Well, I think you are." "In that case," WWII replied with a chuckle, "I wouldn't feel disposed to contradict you." The call ended amicably, and the Great Soap Bubble Scheme was never heard from again. But here in the bunker, we don't let good ideas die. Timmy, into the kiddie pool. We're testing this. Test 1, Timmy slipped on the bubbles. Test 2, Timmy caught fire. Test 3, the bubbles refueled his momentum and he crashed into the filing cabinet. The soap bubble scheme earns a 9 out of 10 on the stupidity meter. Money wasted, barely any, since it was never built. Enemies killed, 0. Collateral damage to Timmy, catastrophic. The inventor wanted to stop Hitler with bath time. Instead, he invented a mid-air refueling station. If you had access to the Admiralty in 1944, what ridiculous weapon would you propose to stop the V-1s? Let me know in the comments. And someone get Timmy a towel. He's still on fire and covered in bubbles.